Myself M. Gunakar, Assistant Professor of Zoology, Government Degree College, Siddipet, Telangana. Today let us discuss Pigeon arterial and venous systems, which are a part of blood vascular systems. First, arterial system. The blood leaves the heart of pigeon through two main blood vessels, which are called aorta or arches. One is pulmonary aorta, the other is aortic arch. Whereas dorsal aorta is a modified aortic arch. First of all, let us start with aortic arch. In pigeon, as there is no left systemic arch, only the single aortic arch represents the right systemic arch of lower vertebrates. The retention of only the right aortic arch is characteristic of all birds. It arises anteriorly from the left ventricle and immediately sends off two small coronary arteries to the heart wall itself. It then gives off two short right and left innominate arteries. Each of these again divides into an anterior common carotid and a lateral subclavian artery. The common carotid in turn divides into two internal carotid arteries to the brain and the external carotid artery to the head and the neck. The subclavian further divides into two large branches, brachial and pectoral. The brachial artery conveys blood to the wing and the pectoral artery supplies blood to the large pectoral muscles of the breast and also sends an internal mammary artery to the ventral thoracic wall. Now this aortic arch curves over dorsally towards the right side and runs behind mid-dorsally as the dorsal aorta. It gives off many branches of arteries when it runs downwards up to the tail region. A single median strong celiac artery supplies blood to the proventriculus, gizzard, duodenum, liver and spleen. The unpaired anterior mesenteric artery supplies the small intestine. A pair of anterior renal arteries enters the first lobes of the kidneys. In the male pigeon, each renal artery gives off a branch to the testes, but in the female, only the left renal artery gives off a branch to the ovary. A pair of femoral arteries passes outwards, dorsal to the anterior lobes of the kidneys and supplies the pelvic muscles and other outer muscles of the thighs. A pair of sciatic or ischiatic arteries passes outwards between the median and posterior lobes of the kidneys and supplies the inner muscles of the thighs and the legs. Each sciatic artery gives off a middle renal artery to the middle lobe of kidney and a posterior renal artery to the posterior lobe of a kidney. A single posterior mesenteric artery supplies the rectum and cloaca. The paired internal iliac arteries go to the end part of the pelvis. A single caudal artery, which is terminal part of dorsal aorta, passes into the tail. Now come to the pulmonary aorta. The right ventricle gives out a single pulmonary aorta. Which passes ventral to the systemic and divides into two pulmonary arteries and each entering a lung. Now the venous system. Venous system contains caval veins, pulmonary veins, and hepatic portal system and renal portal system. But in birds, renal portal system is not so well developed. Let us see the caval veins first. The venous blood returns to the right auricle of the heart through three large caval veins. Two precaval, that is right and left anterior vena cavae, collect blood from the anterior part of the body, while a single postcaval or posterior vena cavum collects blood from the posterior part. Now precavals. The precaval vein or the anterior vena cava of each side is formed by the union of large common jugular vein and a subclavian vein. The left precaval is larger than the right precaval. The common jugular receives two small veins, the internal and external jugulars, from the head and also drains the neck through a small vertebral vein from the spinal cord and neck muscles. The common jugular veins of the two sides are connected together beneath the base of the skull by a transverse loop, the jugular anastomosis or transverse anastomosis of jugular. It prevents blocking of the flow of blood from the head when one vein is momentarily shut off by twisting the neck. A slender brachial vein from the wing and stout pectoral vein from the pelvic pectoral muscles unite to form the subclavian vein, which joins the precaval. A small internal mammary vein from the ventral thoracic wall also joins the pectoral vein. Now come to the postcaval vein. The postcaval collects blood from the posterior region of the body. A short unpaired caudal vein from the tail divides anteriorly into right and left renal portal or the hypogastric veins. From the bifurcation of the caudal vein arises a median coccygeomesenteric vein, which is characteristic of birds. It runs forwards parallel to cloaca and rectum, receiving their blood, and is continued along the mesentery to join the hepatic portal vein. Each renal portal vein is joined by an internal iliac vein from the pelvis. As the renal portal vein passes onwards over the kidney, it sends off two small branches, the afferent renal veins, into it. It also receives a delicate sciatic vein between the posterior and middle lobes of the kidney and joins a prominent femoral vein. The sciatic and the femoral veins bring blood from the leg. The femoral vein further receives small efferent renal veins from the kidney and leaves it as the common iliac vein. The right and left common iliac veins unite just anterior to the kidneys to form the comparatively short postcaval vein, which runs forwards through the liver substance to open into the right auricle. Three hepatic veins convey blood from the liver into the postcaval close to the point where it leaves the liver. An epigastric vein takes blood from the fat-laden fold of peritoneum, discharges into one of the hepatic veins. An anterior abdominal vein is absent in birds. Probably the epigastric vein represents an anterior part and the coccygeomesenteric its posterior part in birds. Now coming to the pulmonary veins. Two pulmonary veins carry oxygenated blood from each lung and join their other veins of the other side to open by a common opening into left auricle. Now hepatic portal system. Blood from various organs of digestive system reaches the liver by a hepatic portal vein, which is formed by the union of gastroduodenal anterior mesenteric, posterior mesenteric, and the coccygeomesenteric veins. As I said earlier, the coccygeomesenteric or inferior mesenteric is characteristic of birds, and it is now considered to be the hepatic portal vein. After collecting the blood from rectum, ileum, duodenum and gizzard, it divides into two branches, one entering each liver lobe, into which they form capillary networks. The blood filters through the liver and then it is conveyed to post-caval vein through hepatic veins. Now the renal portal system. As I already said, renal portal system in birds is not well developed. It is reduced in birds. The renal portal veins do not break into capillaries in the kidneys but send off only a few small branches which are called afferent renal veins. Thus, blood from the posterior region of the body reaches directly to the heart and not through renal capillaries. Thank you.